Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Come gather around, come gather around, come gather around. We're here for an incredibly exciting moment for certainly my brother and for all of us here. First, I wanted to give a thanks to the Alley and to our co-hosts. For those of you who are like, has Jack been thinking about this for a long time? I'll tell you, for us in the family, this is certainly no shock. Back when he was much younger, as a kid in elementary school, he ran and won the presidency of our elementary school. And on a very good and worthy cause, which was clean water. So his activism and his caring as a citizen really started back then. But making a difference only started then, and it continued to grow, be it as when he was on the board of Trickle Up, and he was doing microfinance and helping people start businesses up in the Bronx, up in Harlem, whether it's helping taxi cab drivers save money and create better quality air for all of us here in New York, and many, many other initiatives. So the city has been lucky to have Jack as a caring citizen, and now it's even luckier that Jack is put in his bid and is running for the mayor of New York City. We're going into this as an independent. Jack is an independent, and I just want to reiterate how important that is, particularly in this race. We're dealing with a race where the stakes are incredibly high. The special interests on both sides are pulling these candidates in one direction and another. It's incredible to see what they're having to say in order to gain their the special interests backing. Jack is an independent. He has the true ability to put people together and find the right solutions for the city on a completely neutral and independent ground with his ideas, with his innovation, and with his ability to bring parties together. In every meeting we go to across the city and in every borough, it's incredible to witness, and I'm sitting there firsthand. Many of us on the staff are sitting there firsthand, and we see how not only his intelligence, but his caring comes through, and his ability to synthesize and put these ideas together and bring both parties together, both on the left and the right, walk out of these meetings supporting him and loving what he has to say. I've never seen a candidate be able to pull that off. Jack's able to go in there and he's able to bring people together, and whether it's on the left or right, he gets them to back him. So I'd love for you to hear him directly and his ideas and his thoughts, and I can't thank everyone here enough for their support, for getting us this far, and without further ado, the next mayor of New York, Jack Hidary.
Welcome. How you guys doing? We're standing right now in one of the spaces of creation. New companies, new ideas come to life in this kind of space. My vision is to bring this kind of creativity to all 5 boroughs. We've seen this now erupt in Midtown Manhattan, downtown Brooklyn. It's time to take it everywhere. Murray and I, my family, Michael, my brother is here as well. We come from Ocean Parkway and Avenue S. We come from a place in Brooklyn with no artisanal pickles. We come from the unhip part of Brooklyn. I don't know if people know, but the Mass Brothers chocolate, everyone know this chocolate? It's fantastic chocolate. It's in downtown Brooklyn. They bought a schooner to go to the Dominican Republic and bring the coffee beans, bring the cocoa beans back to here. That goes to downtown Brooklyn. That's not where we came from. In these areas of the city, in the outer boroughs, they have not necessarily experienced the kind of miracle that we see right here in this space. This incubator, literally incubating, just like you'd incubate a baby, incubating young companies, saplings that are growing. We don't see that necessarily right now in deep parts of Brooklyn, in Queens, in the Bronx, and Staten Island. It's time to take that vision to all 5 boroughs. It's time to expand the economic base. It's time to include everyone in this kind of opportunity. We've been fortunate. I've been fortunate. I come from a family of immigrants who came to this country, like many of you and your families, with nothing. But we worked hard, and I had the opportunity to have a great education and to live the American dream. But too many in New York right now don't have that. Now it's time, though. Now it's time to bring that out. You know, an incident that really happened, a situation that happened recently in this campaign that kind of brought that to life. I took a taxi recently from Manhattan to Brooklyn. And as I got out of the cabbie said to me, "Sir, I heard you on the phone this entire time over the course of the cab ride, 25 minutes. It sounds to me from the phone calls that you're running for mayor." I'm like, "Yes, I am." He said, "Number one, I really like what you had to say. You have my vote. I really like what you had to say about education, about transforming education. I like what you had to say about where you're taking the city. So you have my vote, but my name is Laji, and I'm one of the leaders of the people of Mali here in Manhattan, here in the city. I want you to come and speak to our community. Come speak to us. And so a week later, we went up there. We went up and spoke to the people of Mali in Morningside Heights. And I want to tell you, it was a very emotional experience. We spent 4.5 hours with that community. And that community has a storefront. They've come to this country over the past 20, 25 years. They're all small business people. They're people who have all kinds of businesses. Many people in the city don't realize that taxi drivers are small businesses. In 2005, I realized that because, as Murray mentioned, I was talking to a lot of cab drivers and realizing they were not able to make money anymore, not able to have a positive cash flow because gas was rising. Yet they were forced by the law of the city to buy all kinds of cars, low mileage per gallon cars, 11 mile per gallon cars, Crown Victorias. And so I worked with David Yaski to start a new program and change the law, change New York City. And that's why you see all the new taxis you see today. And cab drivers remember that. Usually 1 out of 3 cabbies remember me and look at me when I come into their cab and say, "Are you the guy who changed the law?" I'm like, "Yep." Cabbies are small businesses. And we went up to the people of Mali, the community in Mali, of Malians. They said, 1/3 of us here are cab drivers. We own and operate our cabs. 8,500 of the cabbies in New York City are owned and operated by the people you see driving. So they said, "We thank you for that." And many other people here are also small business people, but many of them don't have credit. They want loans from banks. They don't have credit. And I spent 7, 8 years of my life working with Trickle Up and Acción, organizations that focus on microfinance. And we did that in Morningside Heights. We did that in Harlem. We've done it in other countries as well. This is a tool that we must expand in New York City. Too many people have ideas. They have creativity. They want to express that and create businesses and grow businesses. But they cannot do so because the current system is difficult to use. Won't extend them credit. They don't have places like this. If you go to a normal place, a normal office space to lease, they're asking for a 5-year lease. They're asking for 5 years history and a deposit. That's not possible. It's not possible for these tech companies right here, and it's certainly not possible for many other companies in the boroughs. We need to have these kind of spaces, just like Alley NYC, all over New York City. And so, thank you. When I was with the community of Malians, I said, this storefront right now is your community center. They said, yes. I said, well, in my community where I come from, near Coney Island, we spent 20, 25 years. My father and many other community leaders worked really hard, and they amassed the money over 20, 25 years to actually build our community center, a physical structure, a structure where families can come together, a structure where small businesses can come for mentoring, a structure where people can come for job training. Many people have businesses or have jobs, and then they're let go, or their jobs or their businesses fail because the economy is in upheaval right now. Technology is changing every different sector. Technology is not just about the tech sector. It's not just about software companies. Tech is now infused and changing every single sector. Financial services, real estate, insurance, apparel, design, architecture. Every single one of the core industries of New York City are in massive upheaval because of technology. It's an opportunity, though. If we can provide these kinds of trainings in community centers, we could change New York City. And so one thing I committed to the people of Mali, the community of Malians in Harlem, and I said, when I become mayor, I will come back here and I will help you build a community center. This is my vision. My vision is a New York that's not just about more jobs and, yes, a transformation of education, but about community. We need to invest in our communities. We need to strengthen those communities. We know that when we invest in those, all good things happen. New businesses start. Families stay together. I ask you now today, do we want to go back to the old machine politics, the party politics? Do we want to go back there? Let me hear you. We want to go to a different kind of future than we had, say, in the 70s. We want to go to a future that has independent leadership. And that's why I'm running as independent. I'm running as independent because it's very, very important that we have leadership that is free and clear of the special interests that marginalize the current candidates, that bring them to the margins. The fact is the majority of New Yorkers are not voting in this primary. The majority of New Yorkers want independent leadership that will focus on pragmatic solutions, that will bring the right and left together, R and D together, Here in this room, we have many Republicans, we have many Democrats, we have many independents, all across the spectrum represented right here in this room. In this room, we have the supporters who will carry us to the win. In this room, we have individuals like yourself. The actions you've already taken on my behalf, on this campaign's behalf, are tremendous. We will transform New York City. We will take the economic miracle that we see right here in Alley, NYC, we will take that out to the boroughs. We will go into the schools, the K through 12 schools. 1.1 million kids in public schools today. Most of them still in the old model of textbooks, of exams, of memorization. We will transform that. We have buds right now in the school system, 5, 6 schools already that have transformed to the new model where kids are working in teams together, solving problems, challenges together, and are ready for the job market. They're college ready, they're job ready, they're New York ready, they're life ready. That's the kind of schools we want, and we can do that now. We can build on the good work of Mayor Mike Bloomberg. He worked assiduously over the last 10 plus years to reform the schools, to take control of the schools. Let's build on that work. There's a lot more to be done. So finally, let me just say, I am running for mayor of the city of New York because I love this city. And I love this city because of the people in the city. New York City is the greatest place on earth because anyone can come here. Anyone from anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country can come here and realize a dream. That is what makes us the greatest city on earth. But right now, not everyone can participate in that dream. We must make sure we bring that to everyone. And we must send out a beacon call to those who want to come to New York City. We must welcome new people to New York City to add to our creative talent. This is the time to do it. My friends, this is a key election. It's a critical juncture point for us, our lives. Decisions. And what I ask of you today is your personal commitment of what you can do to help make this transformation possible. We can take control of the future of our city. We can make this impact. We have the power right here in this room right now, each individually. Each individual person right now can, within themselves, say, what am I capable of doing? And everyone here is capable of superhuman feats. Contacting 10 people, having those people contact another 10 people, that is critical. Hosting us in homes, in offices, in businesses. Tomorrow we're going to visit a manufacturing plant in Brooklyn. The next day, another plant, invited in by people like yourself. Day after day, going to these places, connecting with people. We're connecting with people offline and online. Face-to-face is ultimately still where it's at. Today, we've had a wonderful experience letting the message out that we're running. Many, many different news articles, many different venues, in offline, online, print, TV, radio. The message is beginning today. The ripples are starting to go out across the city. This is our moment in time. I ask for your support, I ask for your vote, but more importantly, I ask for your participation. Make sure your voices are heard. That is why I'm running as an independent for the mayor of New York City. Thank you very much for being here, and I look forward to the celebration November 5th. Thank you.